Hi, I'm Jay Andrews with Laguna Tools. Today, we're going to install our Pro Wheel System. This is an accessory kit that fits several of our machines. It fits all of our 14-inch bandsaws, the 1412, the 14BX, and the new 14CX Bandsaw. It also fits our Revo lathe. It'll be the Revo 1216 that takes the same kit. When you install this kit on the 1412 bandsaw, you'll require this bracket that comes in the kit. For installation on the 14BX and 14CX bandsaw, you will not use this accessory, and you won't use the additional bolt and washer that mount to the bottom of this. Let's go ahead and set these to the side and get about installing this onto the 14CX bandsaw. The first item that we're going to install is going to be the axle assembly here. This will have the wheels, bronze bushings, and an axle assembly. And this will install on the 14CX and 14BX. It'll install under the foot brake area. If you're mounting this to the 1412 bandsaw, this will be mounted on the opposite side where the spine is. You'll need 2 bolts, 2 washers, and an Allen wrench. This is a 5mm Allen wrench, and this will thread into the pre-tapped holes at the base of the frame. The axle assembly is pre-assembled. It has an inner plate that floats up and down, and it has the backing plate that has slotted holes on the back side. To insert this on the saw, drop in one of the bolts with a preloaded washer, and then we're going to just do this finger tight on one bolt, and then we will install the second one. Line this up with the hole on the edge of the saw. You can adjust it up and down a little bit in the slotted hole. Get this bolt started, back it off to where it's finger tight, and that will allow us to position the plate on the other end of the saw. Line that bolt up. You can start this one by finger and then tighten it down with the Allen wrench. With this one tightened down, secure the other side. You'll notice that this axle assembly has a threaded bolt, and this is used to lower down to the ground to secure the saw and help it rest on the ground and stay in place if you're going to leave the saw in one spot. When you're moving the saw or in general conditions, you can go through and leave that knob in the up position. The next step is to pre-assemble the swiveling wheel assembly. Take the spring, drop it over to the post. Next, take the swiveling wheel and start threading this onto the same post. And then finally, once you have it threaded on, tighten it down with either a 3/4 inch wrench or a 19mm. Over at the backbone here of the 14CX, you'll see that there's a small wedge bracket at the bottom. The 14BX and the 14CX both have this plate. If you have the 1412, you'll need to install the bracket that we've set aside previously. That's the same wedge bracket. To get this process started, go through and compress the wheel spring by lifting the pedal up. And you can start 1 or 2 of the bolts in the bottom, probably easiest to start with one. And then use a long Allen wrench to start this. Just get each screw started so that you can see it go into the hole on the frame. And then finally, once you have all 4 screws installed, then tighten them down. Now that all 4 screws are installed, level off the wheel, raise it just above the floor, and then tighten down each of the screws. Now that the mobility kit is installed, let's test it out. Simply step on the foot pedal to raise this side of the saw off the ground and make sure that it rolls. And it rolls and maneuvers great. When you're using the saw, you'll just retract the pedal and set it back down onto the leveling feet on this side. Generally speaking, you can use it with all 4 leveling feet on there, but you may find some situations where the leveling feet that are behind the axle assembly may drag. In those cases, remove the feet on that side of the saw. That completes the installation of the Pro Wheel System. If you need further instructions, go to our website at lagunatools.com, drill down to the individual accessory page or the machine page, and look up the manual. Thanks for choosing Laguna Tools.